Hey everyone! Welcome back to our Kitchen Faucet channel, where we explore the latest and greatest for troubleshooting and improving your home kitchen. Today we are going to talk about something that may seem simple, but can actually be quite difficult: fitting a new O-ring. It is a task that many people take on themselves, and while this is certainly possible, there are some common mistakes that can make the process much more frustrating than it needs. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Stay updated with all our latest home improvement tips. Let's start. O-rings are used in many applications to seal and protect against leaks. Fitting a new O-ring requires some care and attention to ensure that it is properly seated and secure. In this procedure, we will guide you through the steps for fitting a new O-ring. Before you begin, make sure you have the following materials: a new O-ring, a O-ring puller, a O-ring lubricant, a O-ring sealer, a O-ring thread gauge, a O-ring installation tool. Step 1. Remove the old O-ring. Before you can install the new O-ring, you need to remove the old one. Use a O-ring puller to remove the old O-ring from the seal. Make sure to remove the old O-ring completely, as any remaining pieces of the old O-ring can cause problems with the new one. Step 2. Clean the seal. Once the old O-ring has been removed, clean the seal thoroughly. Use a clean cloth or paper towel to remove any dirt, debris, or lubricant from the seal. This will ensure that the new O-ring will seat properly and will last longer. Step 3. Lubricate the O-ring. Before installing the new O-ring, lubricate it with O-ring lubricant. This will help the O-ring to seat properly and will prevent it from sticking to the seal. Apply a small amount of lubricant to the O-ring and spread it evenly. Step 4. Install the O-ring. Once the O-ring has been lubricated, it's time to install it. Use an O-ring installation tool to press the O-ring into place. Make sure to press the O-ring firmly and evenly. If the O-ring is not seated properly, it may not provide a good seal and may need to be removed and replaced. Step 5. Check the O-ring seat. After the O-ring has been installed, check the O-ring seat to make sure it is properly seated. Use an O-ring thread gauge to check the tension of the O-ring. If the O-ring is too tight, it may not provide a good seal and may need to be loosened. If the O-ring is too loose, it may not provide a good seal and may need to be tightened. Step 6. Seal the O-ring. Once the O-ring has been properly seated, it's time to seal it. Use an O-ring sealer to apply a small amount of sealer to the O-ring. This will help to prevent leaks and will ensure that the O-ring provides a good seal. Fitting a new O-ring requires some care and attention to ensure that it is properly seated and secure. By following these steps, you can ensure that the new O-ring will provide a good seal and will last longer. Remember to use the right tools and materials and to check the O-ring seat and seal regularly to prevent leaks. Well, that's a wrap for today's tutorial on fitting a new O-ring. Remember, maintaining your faucet not only improves the water quality but also extends the life of your plumbing fixtures. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with your friends for more DIY tips and tricks.